Welcome everybody back to this edition of Pet Project. I'm joined once again with Becca Lawrence from the Lloydminster and District Community SPCA. How are you doing, Becca?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We're doing great. So who do we have here today? Who's this little kitty?
So the only one that's going on camera right now here, this is Marty. But we have 3 in this condo here that are looking for their forever homes. And they are actually our longest residents, sitting here at about 140 days. So they've kind of grown up here a little bit.
Oh, wow. So obviously they've spent a lot of time in a shelter, and it's probably time for them to get their forever homes. You know, not that they don't enjoy living there, you know, hanging out with you every day, Becca, but it's nice to have the comforts of your own home. So who are his other friends in the condo? What are all their names?
Yeah, so we got Marty, Olson, and Kate. So I think we were kind of going with the Olson family theme here, but yeah, so there is 3 altogether left. I think there was about 5 or 6 of them. So they came in quite feral to begin with, and so they went into foster for a little bit to kind of socialize them a little bit more, and then yeah, so the one Olson, we think that he would be okay in a quieter home. He's a bit more leery of people still, but Marty and Kate have really come around quite a lot.
Yeah, and oftentimes cats just need to, you know, be exposed to somebody for a little bit of time, right, in order to socialize a little bit. Hey there, Marty, how are we doing? So how are you doing for cat numbers, you know, besides those 3? Obviously, those are you know, special needs cats. They've been there a long time. We would really love to get them out the door, but how are you doing, you know, for numbers aside from those 3?
We're actually doing really good. Like most of our bays here at the SPCA are empty. A lot of our cats are just hanging out in the condos, and so that's really excellent. So we've been going through, I think, at least 3 or 4 of the sheets of paper on our waiting list. So we're really cruising through the waiting list right now.
Wow, that's really great to hear, Becca. It's always good to hear that we're moving cats. So yes. how are you doing for dogs as well? Last time we spoke, you guys just had a couple hanging out, which is like always good, right?
Yeah, I think since last week we have 1 new friend that's come to hang out with us and hasn't found its forever home, or hasn't gone back to its home. So we just really have 1 extra guy, and then one of our puppies got adopted, and I believe the other one's going to get adopted today. So we're really happy with that.
Wow, that's great news. Wonderful, wonderful. So now that, you know, I'm all caught up on the animals, so how did the jail and bail go last week? I'm assuming wonderful, as always. I checked in and I made my donation late in the day, and I see you guys were, when I checked in, you were just behind your goal of, it was $10,000, right?
Yeah.
I think you were just over 9,000 when I checked in.
Yeah, we were like, that would be, like we said, that was our goal for the jail and bail. And probably at about, I think around 2:30, we were still sitting at about 2,500, almost 3,000. So we weren't really sure if we were going to make it. But then kind of around 4 o'clock and after, like the community really, like I think probably just got off work and they realized what was going on. So they really, they donated quite a bit, and we are well over our goal now.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, and great job to everybody in the community, you know, who sent in donations and who donated items for the silent auction. That was something new that you guys did this year too, right? So I'm so glad to hear that that all worked out. Now, obviously, we're not going to be jumping into another huge fundraiser right away, but what's the next one on the horizon, Becca? What can we look forward to?
You know, we're not too sure. Like, you know, we're going to try and, you know, obviously wait for these new regulations to kind of hit and see what's possible. And then, you know, but I think we'll probably try for the new year to really focus on our fundraising the most.
Beautiful. Well, in the meantime, you know, I say it every single week, but go ahead and send money in if you have it. It's always good to do a nice thing, and, you know, the animals appreciate it. Becca, one last thing before we go. Any physical items that you guys are in need of besides, you know, the usual blankets for the kitties and the laundry detergent?
You know, actually, I think we're doing really good on pretty much everything. Like I mentioned a few people in the last couple weeks that have been asking. The garbage bag seems to be one of our bigger ones as well, too. We're doing really good on wet food and cat food, but kitten food we could use a little bit more of as well, though.
Beautiful. So you heard it there, guys. If you're out shopping and kitten food is on sale, maybe grab an extra bag for the SPCA and drop it off. Well, that's all the time we have for this week, Becca, but it was great to chat with you. Glad to catch up with the animals, and I'm super happy to hear that everything went well with the jail and bail last week. So you have a great rest of your week, and we'll speak with you again next Tuesday.
Yes, for sure. See you next Tuesday.
Thank you.
Manage your waste and recyclables with Quick Pick Waste Disposal. 100% locally owned and proud to serve and support the communities we call home. Quick Pick, the convenient solution to avoid pollution.